So today's lecture is about electronic commerce. Actually, this week we will have an overview of electronic commerce, and next week we'll go more deep into electronic commerce issue and challenges, security, payment, something related to e-commerce. So when we say e-commerce, actually, what's exactly mean? I need to explain it, maybe make it more sensible for you. You might ever have purchased a product over the web, or have you ever, used the web to search for information about a product before you bought them in a real store? If so, you have participated in e-commerce. If you go online, try to buy something or search about some product, so it means you participated in e-commerce activity. According to statistics in 2010, around 133 million adult Americans bought something online. Also, millions of others as well all around the globe. So, e-commerce refers to the use of the internet and the web to transact business. Actually, e-commerce began in 1995 when one of the first internet portals, Netscape.com, accepted the first advertisement and popularized the idea that the web could be used as a new medium for advertising and sales. That one was the starting point of electronic commerce. As you can also see here in this slide, electronic commerce is the process of buying, selling, or exchanging products, services, or information via computer. Today we just have some definition. There is lots of words, new words maybe in this area. You need to get familiar with them, and next week we'll go more deep on that things. So, e-business, a broader definition of e-commerce that includes not just the buying and selling of goods and services, but also servicing customers, collaborating with business partners, and conducting electronic transactions within an organization. So, e-business is a overall view of a new market, a market which go through the internet or all the activities doing online, and e-commerce is a part of e-business. Here you can see the dimensions of electronic commerce. In here we have delivery method and we have products. Traditional commerce, the product was physical, you can sense it, it was tangible, and the delivery also was physical. My voice is very low. I don't know, I test at the beginning and your friend said the voice is clear enough and it's okay. How about the others? Is the voice okay and is the voice clear enough? Okay, I think it's okay for most of you. You may need to check your speaker. Okay, let's continue. So we said in traditional commerce, the product was physical and the delivery was physical, but gradually this product moved from the physical product to a digital product. and also the delivering process and methods going from the physical to the digital till we reach here, which is pure electronic commerce. The product is digital and the delivery is digital. At the middle, we also have partial electronic commerce area. You can see here in this graph, it shows the dimensions of electronic commerce. Here we have uh, actually the electronic commerce concept. We have pure and partial e-commerce, and we have e-commerce organizations. Brick and mortar, virtual, click and mortar. Brick and mortar is an old economy. It's traditional, marketplace, traditional uh, business. A friend asked about what's the difference of partial and pure e-commerce. Uh, you can see here, as I said, in pure e-commerce, the product is completely digital and the method of delivering is also completely digital. But in partial, uh, maybe some processes still doing, traditionally. Maybe the product is digital, but it's, delivered physically or some kind of process. The process is not entirely electronic based. And so we said we have three kind of organization: brick and mortar, virtual, and click and mortar. Brick and mortar, we said, it's an old economy. It's a traditional way of doing business. Old economy organization that perform their primary business offline, selling physical products by means of physical agents. But in the virtual one, organization that conduct their business activities solely online, and click and mortar, also called as a click and break organization, organization that conduct some e-commerce activities usually as an additional marketing channel. In this one, it's not solely and not entirely digital. Maybe some processes and some activities just digital and doing online. And the other thing is electronic market or e-marketplace. E-marketplace is a web-based, it's a web-based application facilitating electronic trade between one or more buying organization and several supplier organization. Okay, so a e-marketplace is you can see here in this slide, is an online marketplace where buyers and sellers meet to exchange goods, services, money, or information. So I said it's a web-based application. It can be an application, it can be a website. It's a place, and the buyer and seller go to that place to conduct their business. The other thing is inter-organizational information system and intra-organizational information system. When we say inter-organizational information system, we mean the communication system that allow routine transaction processing and information flow between two or more organizations. It's between different organizations. But in intra-organization, it's inter-organization information system. It's a communication system that enable e-commerce activities to go on within individual organization. These are some expression or something that you need to know about them in order to understand as much as, get as much as uh, possible information in this area, in this electronic commerce. Yeah, here we have intranet and extranet. As you know, intranet is an internal corporate or government network that uses internet tools such as web browser and internet protocol, and extranet is a network that uses the internet to link multiple intranets. We have an intranet in our organization, but when we connect the several intranets based on the internet, we will have an extranet. So we will have a e-commerce framework which has 5 main supporting area, which are people, public policy, marketing and advertisement, support services, and business partnership. In the next slide, we will have a view of this electronic commerce framework. Here you can see the electronic commerce framework or e-commerce framework. As you can see here, here in the actually in the bottom, we have management and our system. There is some infrastructure. When you need to establish your business, your e-commerce business, you need to have some infrastructure. There is 5 steps here. You can see common business service infrastructure like security, smart card, authentication, electronic payment, catalogs, hardware, something like this. The next step, you need some messaging and information distribution infrastructure like email or like hypertext, transfer protocol, chat room, some technologies like this. And the next step, you need multimedia content and network publishing infrastructure like HTML, Java. These are infrastructure you need to establish your business online. And the other things is network infrastructures like telecommunication system, cable TV, wireless, internet, WAN, LAN, Wi-Fi, WiMAX. All these information we already talked about some of this, in networking class or in database class. We talked about some of these infrastructures. And finally, we need to have interfacing infrastructure with databases, business partners application, web services, ERP or enterprise application. These are the infrastructure that we need for our electronic commerce business and electronic commerce application. In the next level, we will have support services. As I said, we have people, public policy, marketing and advertisement, support services, and we will have business partnership. When we say people, we mean buyer, seller, intermediator. And when we say public policy, we talk about taxes, legal privacy issue, regulation, marketing and advertisement, market research, promotion, web content, target marketing, and support services in order to fulfill logistic, payment, security, and some issue and challenges like this. And business partnership, affiliate program, joint venture, alliance, marketplace, some services in business partnership. And finally, based on this infrastructure and support services, you will have your electronic commerce application like direct marketing, search job, online banking, e-government, e-purchasing, B2B exchanges, C-commerce, social networks, e-learning, m-commerce, auction, travel, online purchasing, online publishing, consumer services. All these applications will in this infrastructure and support services. So this one is a framework for electronic commerce. So we actually we have different classification for the different type of electronic commerce. We have here electronic commerce is classified by the nature and direction of transaction and interaction. We have, for example, B2B, B2C. Here, B2B means business to business, and B2C means business to consumer. In B2B e-commerce model in which all of the participants are business or other organization. There is no, consumer or end user here, just businesses to businesses. Because this model as B2B. In business to consumer, we have e-commerce model in which businesses sell to individual shoppers. Or e-tailing is another expression here. E-tailing means online retailing, or usually B2C. The other classified of business, e-commerce is B2B to C, business to consumer. E-commerce model in which a business provides some product or services to a client business that maintain its own customers. Or even we can have some customer to business, we call it C2B. E-commerce model in which individuals use the internet to sell products or services to organization or individual who seek seller to bid on products or service they need. We also, there is, as you know, there is some website like eBay. You can go and advertise your products and your service directly to the other customers. We can call that C2C. You directly, yeah, exactly. Your friend also said, yeah, we have, for example, eBay is a website that any individual can go have their own, account, advertise your products and your services directly to the other customers. You can see here C2C, customer to customer, e-commerce model in which customers sell directly to the other customers. Or even we can have business to employees, e-commerce model in which an organization delivers services, information, or products its individual employees. So the other thing is e-learning, e-government. E-learning means the online delivery of information for purpose of training or education. The exact thing that we are doing now. We are holding our class, conducting our class online. Yes, exactly. Our class is the e-learning, kind of commerce. And e-government. E-government is the e-commerce model in which a government entity buys or provides goods, services, or information from or to businesses or individual citizens. So when the government involved in this e-commerce try to buy or sell or provide some service to its citizens, individual citizens, we call that one as a e-government. So Here we talk about e-commerce, e-marketplace, goods and services, digital goods. When we say digital goods, we mean, our goods that can be delivered over a digital network. It's not a, it's not a physical products. When we say digital goods, it's something uh, entirely digital, like, for example, music tracks, video, software, magazine, book, can all be, these products can all be expressed, stored, delivered, and sold as purely digital products. That's why we call them digital goods. The next generation of e-commerce is e-commerce 2.0, from Web 2.0 to enterprise, social networking, and virtual worlds. Social computing is an approach aimed at making the human-computer interface more natural. You know, Web 2 actually, these days, from 2010, the web technology goes to Web 3 and start using Web 3, but the Web 2 is the second generation of internet-based services that let people collaborate and share information online in new ways, such as social networking sites, wiki, and communication tools. In Web 2, it's a, we have an interactive web. You can go to some of your website directly, leave some comments, and share your ideas. This one, it means, for example, in Facebook, you put something, you share some photos, some videos, or you write some comments. You directly have a connection with your, web technology, with your, Explorer, with your web browser. You write something in the web page. This one, we call it interactivity. We have, interactive relationship with our web. This one is a technology of, Web 2. For example, wikis. Uh, you might know about wikis. There's wikis, some of the websites that give some information in different area, and the way the wikis work is the people can have their own account on that website. They can go and edit the things that, uh, for example, earlier people write. For example, Wikipedia is the most famous one. You can find about everything in Wikipedia, and you yourself can go and edit it. So that means you have a, interactive relationship with your web. There is lots of wikis. You can search on Google and find more about them. You can go and edit them, and the committee will decide whether the things you add or delete is okay, they approve or not. So your first, I think there is a lot of legal and ethical issue in e-commerce. Yeah, of course. At the beginning, I said next week we'll have discuss about more detailed issue and challenges, especially in security and in the payment. Yeah, there is rules and regulation for conducting e-commerce, but the economy is going toward the e-commerce, and it's actually e-commerce is growing rapidly with the rate of actually around, if I'm not mistaken, 12% annually. It's the e-commerce is growing. It's actually dramatically growing. Social network. Social network is a category of internet application that help connect friend, business partner, or individual with a specific interest by providing free service such as photo presentation, email, blogging, and so on using a variety of tools. As you all know, uh, social networking, for example, let's consider Facebook, is no more just a place to meet your friends. It's these days it's a place like a you know it's like a marketplace. All the businesses, all the companies and organizations, even government agencies have their own Facebook page. They can advertise their services and their products. They try to have their fans, get them together, uh, share their issues, challenges, discuss about the products, services, quality, everything. So all the business and government agency even have their own, for example, Facebook page. That's why we uh, bring Facebook in this uh, lecture, is, which is about e-commerce. Social networking is actually playing their own role in business these days. Here you can see a mind map of Web 2. Actually, uh, uh, web technology growing gradually in order to make the using of web more easier and more simple for the people, and try to make the relationship between human and machine more and more intimate, and try web is moving toward you know in the way to make it make everything machine understandable, especially about the search engine, optimizing the search engines. And these days, everywhere in the web technology, they talk about semantic web. It means about the meaning things, and they try to actually Web 3 is more about the semantic web and optimizing the search engines. But here you can see a mind map of Web 2, audio, video, web standards, interactivity, blogs, wikis. What is SNS? Social Network Service, a service that builds online communities by providing an online space for people to build free home pages and that provide basic communication and support tools for conducting different activity in the social networks. It's like a uh, service, and I'll talk about social networking, the creation or sponsoring of social network service and any activities such as blogging done in a social network externally or internally. Enterprise-oriented networks. Social network whose primary objective is to facilitate business. Most of social networks that we are familiar with are like a place, you go to have your friends, meet your friends, share your photos, activities with your friends. You can chat, you can leave comments, something, for example, like Facebook, Twitter, uh, Flickr, YouTube. But there are other kinds of social networks. I bring two examples here for you. There is actually enterprise-oriented network, enterprise social networks. These networks, these social networks is, they are a place for meeting the other business parts, other businesses and organizations. For example, Link or Carnival Connections.com. You can try this website. Uh, it's quite interesting. These are some, enterprise social networks. If you let me, I can share my browser and show you this website. Let me share. Mm, For example, this one is link.com. As you can see here, it's the professional business network with more than 11 million members worldwide. It's a social network, but for professional businesses. All the businessmen, CEOs, and knowledge worker, you can find them here. People from HR department can be in touch with them, search job, business activities, and everything in these kind of social networking websites. Or the other one is Carnival. This one is Amazon. This one is the other one. You can try this, uh, you know, social network websites and go and create your own page and try these websites. Or even we can have some kind of, uh, you know, virtual life is a kind of uh, website actually in the new web technology that you can go and create a character, and you put this character in a real environment, for example, in a city, in a real place, and there is some, you can put the name for them or some activity. You can actually create some person, some characters. For example, secondlife.com. You can try this website and try to get some more information about this kind of social networking actually. And the other, let me, till we have shared this club, here is also the Amazon.com. As you know, Amazon is one of the, actually you can say is the biggest, e-commerce company. Amazon starts with selling books online, but now they offer varieties of product in everything. There may be MP3 applications, book, movie, electronic products, toys, clothing, sports, outdoors, many things you can find in Amazon.com website, and you can uh, order online, pay online, and the product will deliver to you worldwide, all around the world. And the other website, as I talked about, is eBay. eBay.com is another, mm, e-commerce company. eBay business model is C2C. People can have their own page in eBay website and directly, advertise their products. You can find second-hand products here as well as new products. People offer their products mostly with some, percentages of discount. It's a, very actually a good e-commerce website that many people use this website. These are some of the social networking website, and also I showed you two e-commerce company websites, Amazon and the eBay. Yes, also LinkedIn. Their own is also mentioned about LinkedIn. Yes, LinkedIn is also another social network, enterprise social network. And I talked about virtual world, that Second Life. I showed you the website. A user-defined world in which people can interact, play, and do business. The most publicized virtual world is Second Life. It's you build a virtual world, you build characters and peoples, and in order to play and do the business, you can try secondlife.com. So we said everything is digital. So digital economy is an economy that is based on digital technologies, including digital communication network, computers, software, and other related information technology, also called the Internet economy, the new economy, or web economy. So we are in the era of digital economy, and I said it's growing dramatically fast. The rate of growing is almost around 12% annually. Digital enterprise, a new business model that uses IT in a fundamental way to accomplish one or more of three basic objectives. First, reach and engage customers more effectively. Two, boost employee productivity. Three, improve operating efficiency. These are some of the uh, the main objectives of digital. It uses converged communication and computing technology in a way that improves business processes. Here in this actually graph, the digital enterprise is illustrated here. You can see it. You can see the internet, intranet, and extranet, and the other parties in your business environment. Corporate intranet is in the middle. Our company, headquarters, manufacturing, retail store, and employees. We are using internet. At the bottom, you can see the internet, public, individual customers, small businesses and vendors, government, small retailers, society. They are connecting to our corporate intranet through internet. And we also have some uh, some partner or in our business environment which connect to our company or internet through extranet, like distributors, like suppliers, manufacturing, retailers, and other extranets. We also have connection with the bank and other business partner. This is a digital enterprise, how a company uses the internet, intranet, and extranet. No voice. A friend said, no voice. Guys, can you hear me? The voice is okay or not? Can you please let me know? Okay. The one who has problem, please check your uh, speaker mic. It should be okay because for the others the voice is okay. So we talked about the digital enterprise and the internet and extranet. Mr. Masood asked about what is extranet and internet. I said uh, in our corporate, in our company, we have our internet. We have we have our network. All the parts of our company or organization connected get connected together. For example, we have headquarters, we have manufacturing plant, we have retail stores, employee. All of these parties, uh, it's a part of computer networks. We call this one as the intranet. And we need some parties like public customers connect to our internet through internet by using of internet, and some partners in our business environment like supplier, distributors, different level of supplier, distributor, retailers, or even uh, banks can connect directly to our network through extranet. Extranet is, they have their own intranet. These two intranet connect together. This one, we call it extranet. Okay, guys, clear? Intranet is for our company, it's internal network, and extranet is the external network. The other network get connect to our networks. That's why we call them extranet. They are coming from external. Corporate portal, a major gateway through which employees, business partners, and the public can enter a corporate website. You have a website. You need you have you need to have e-commerce. You need to have your own website that the employees, business partner, and public can connect to your website. Major contribution to growth of e-commerce. You know why this e-commerce and this e-economy and business economy is growing very fast in comparison with the traditional one. We said it's the rates of growing is almost around 12 annually. So it's very why this e-commerce growing very fast? Any one of you want to talk about this one? I can pass you the mic. You can talk about the reason, and also you can see the reasons here in the slide. But if you like to talk about it, I will pass the mic to you. Why this e-commerce growing very fast? What do you think about this? What's the reason? Anyone who want to talk about it? No volunteer? I myself should choose someone. I'm waiting for a volunteer to talk about the reasons of fast growing of e-commerce. You also can see the reasons here in these slides. Global reach, anytime, anywhere, convenience, easy to find products, vendor information, productivity booster, knowledge, active collaboration, rich media, entertainment, social networking, personalization, customization, price comparison for customers, fast dissemination of information, efficient transaction. If any one of you want to talk about these things, bring some example and share your knowledge with me and your friends, uh, I will appreciate if you participate in the class and today's lecture. So finally, Mr. Elias wants to talk. Okay, Mr. Elias, the class is yours. Mr. Elias, hello, Mr. Elias, can you hear us? I cannot hear you, Mr. Elias.
Hear me now, sir?
Okay. Yeah, Mr. Elias, we can hear you now.
Okay, good evening and hello to you and my dear class fellows.
Okay.
My apologies for the strange voice. It's due to the cold that I have.
No, it's okay. No problem. It's okay.
Yes, regarding the reasons, as you said, it's clearly mentioned on the slide also. But I would like
Okay.
to add some comments to this in the context of Afghanistan.
Okay, very good.
The e-commerce is, of course, a very global, excellent global phenomenon, and it's, as you said, also fastly growing. It creates a lot of facilities to the clients, to the customers, and to the users. And due to this known reasons that are already put on the slide. But in Afghanistan, unfortunately, we don't have it. In one word, if I can put it this way, we don't have this facility at all in Afghanistan. The only thing we have so far is the ATM machines using some ATM cards, but only some of the Afghans who are working like in international agencies or traveling around, they are carrying some of these facilities, or they have access to online purchasing through using credit cards, for example.
Yes.
But otherwise, the majority of the population don't even know about this, especially in the rural areas. Even in the urban areas, apart from only a small percentage working in with international community organizations, etc. They will have a knowledge, but the rest is like it's still like an imaginary thing. But the reasons, as it's mentioned also here,
maybe the reason is because the lack of infrastructure, right?
Absolutely, the lack of infrastructure. That's absolutely right, because the main infrastructure which is used for the development, we are lacking it in the country, unfortunately, including the power and energy. We don't have it regularly. We don't have security in all the places that we should go. We don't have the roads. And also another very big challenge is the education. Unfortunately, I can say half of the population in Afghanistan is still, unfortunately, illiterate. And those who are literate are also not all of the population who are educated even. Have a better awareness regarding how EC or e-commerce works, not because we don't have the talent or facility, no, not because of that, but because there has been no need for that in the country. You know what I mean? There is no need
You
for
said
such a
you
thing
said what?
in
There's
the
no
country.
need.
No need. Yes, there's no system established like that in the country. So
Oh,
that's why people
uh,
don't feel the need for that.
does it anything happen to start doing, establishing these technologies and start using these new technologies established infra? Say, did anything recently have happened in Afghanistan or not?
Recent technologies, as I said, with a very, yes, we have internet connections in Afghanistan, all of these things exist. But the market for the e-commerce, that does not exist. For example, let's say even in the capital Kabul, I don't see any, I don't know any institution within the country to use e-commerce for their purchasing or selling their products.
Yeah, maybe
We
web
don't have such a thing in
technology
the
is
country.
very weak, still weak in Afghanistan. Web technology. Maybe most of companies doesn't have their own websites, right?
Yes, exactly. Only the airlines. So some of the commercial airlines now in the country, that's
Yeah.
one good example. I can mention that some of the airlines are having their online tickets selling now,
Yeah.
and
Very good.
that is one of the very rare things that even to that, as I said before, even to that facilities, apart from those who are working in international organizations or have high salaries or whatever. Apart from that, people don't know credit cards and to use it
How
on the
about
online and also.
government? How about government agencies? Do they have their own websites and do they, offer some services to their citizens through their
No,
websites or not?
no, the website of the yes, we have websites for the all government ministries, but the websites are not service providers. They are just for information purposes,
I
updating
see.
the news information and information sharing, maybe some database, etc. But not for the purpose of service delivery that you can make a request and then you get a response. It's not like that, unfortunately.
Okay, very good. But you guys, as MBA students, you need to take the responsibility and do some action in this area because it's necessary for your country, in this era of business,
Yes, yes,
e-business and
yes,
e-economy.
yes. But I'm sure about our classmates who are now in this MBA class. I'm absolutely sure that all of them, in one way or another, are using e-commerce for their purposes, and they already know even better than me about e-commerce. But
Very good.
my comment was only about
That's
children
a
in Afghanistan.
good. Okay, that's a good point. That means something already started. Maybe these kind of online classes, e-commerce, e-learning. Sorry, uh, that show that some things already started in Afghanistan, and you are moving toward this using these new technologies.
Exactly, exactly. That's true. Even unfortunately, our
That's a
Ministry
good
of Higher
point.
Education, for example, they don't recognize the studies, the online studies. Still, they don't approve the
Uh,
certificates or the degrees which one receives online. They say that it doesn't exist in our system.
they
So
will
then,
do
from
it.
here, you can imagine.
You need to
But eventually,
persuade
they
them.
will.
They'll do it.
Yes, yes. Eventually, they will have to do it. You are right.
Yeah, of course they will do it. Okay, thank
Yes.
you, Mr. Elias. Thank you
Thank you.
for
Thank
speaking.
Thank you.
Any other guys who wanna talk about these things? And some of your friends, type something in chat window, especially Mr. Barak, and it's I think it takes so much time to read this one. If you can talk, Mr. Barak, I can pass you the mic, and Mr. Ahmad Jawad Wafa, I'll pass you the mic. You can share your knowledge and experience in, e-commerce and the reason of why this is growing very fast. Mr. Rafa, actually, I'm trying to pass you the mic. Okay.
Hello.
Yes, okay, I can hear you.
Thank you, Mr. Mahdi, very much for passing the mic, and greetings
Yes,
to
okay.
all my classmates. I just have a comments on what Mr. Riyasi said. I agree totally with what he explained very clearly. But another reason that we don't use very much e-commerce, although we are familiar and we know, is the security of the e-commerce.
Security
We really cannot trust it. I have experience of buying the stuff online, but sometimes whenever there is a minor internet disconnection during the transaction that you want to make and you want to buy, you lose your money and you get nothing. That's actually one of the reasons for.
You already lose your money in this transaction before?
Yeah. I have this experience. You lose your money, but you don't get the stuff that you want to download it online. Yeah. I don't know if it is related to our system in Afghanistan or it is something negative about the e-commerce. But this is also one of the reasons that we are not very much using e-commerce in Afghanistan.
Yes, that's a very important issue, yeah.
But other advantages that e-commerce has, it is very clear. You can buy stuff without going out, without double cost. It is easy to get. It is very cheap actually sometimes, and it is not very costly. So these are the advantages of the e-commerce. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. How about buying products in an international company website, for example, as I show you, for example, eBay or Amazon? If you buy something from these companies, can they deliver the products to your country or not?
Yeah, I think they can deliver through this post they are delivering to your others. They can deliver.
So they can deliver to Afghanistan. They have no problem with delivering the products to Afghanistan.
Yeah, they can deliver to Afghanistan. And there is one particular company which I don't know why I forgot the name. Who this company does all this bringing stuff from outside Afghanistan and delivering to the customers inside Afghanistan. That is possible, quite possible.
Okay, very good. Okay. How about the international companies? Do you have does the international companies have their office or branches in, for example, in Kabul as the capital city of Afghanistan or not? I mean, your economy, is it open to welcome the foreigners, to welcome the international company or not?
No, actually, and that is another reason that you pointed out, that they don't have presence in Afghanistan, and also the payment system from Afghani banks does not allow most of the banks except AIB, Afghanistan International Bank, which allows you to buy online using their cards. The other banks, they do not allow online purchase. That is also one of the reasons.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Mr. Rafa.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. So, if any other one of you wants to talk, I can pass you mic out. If not, we can come Mr. Barak, okay? Mr. Barak. Okay, Mr. Barak.
Do you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but can you please speak loudly?
Yeah, of course, I will try.
Okay, thank you.
Good evening to everybody. And I would like to say that my classmates today explained about the e-cameras, but I would like to say that the opportunities or the in Afghanistan to use the e-cameras, it's limited because of some reasons. First of all, that less people are educated to use e-cameras as a very new and very the easiest opportunity. And secondly, people are afraid to lose their money because I have heard some cases here in Afghanistan with some of my friends that they lost their money. But I want to say that I am working as a partner with the manufacturing company that we are producing medicine for human being, and we are fully using e-cameras for purchasing the machineries, the raw materials from other countries. But it was not easy for us to come to this level to trust each other. So it took time, but now we are confident and we are using e-cameras for our dealing with companies in Iran and China and India. But internally in Afghan market, e-commerce is very limited because it's not common. It takes time, and people are afraid that to use this opportunity. They're not trusting, and usually they are using the Hawala system here in Afghanistan through the Sarafi, and still this is the main channel of doing business. As you know, the case with Kabul Bank, that there was a case of fraud. This case had a very bad effect of trusting the banks. So now people are not trusting the banks, even the governmental or the private banks. So usually people are using the our system.
Okay.
And in case of that, we have some international companies that are working here in Afghanistan, but also they are working not through the e-commerce. They have their representatives that they are doing their work through them because of the security, the business in Afghanistan with international companies are very limited.
Okay. So, as I realize, you and your friends talk, the most challenging issue for using e-commerce in your country is security challenge, and also the infrastructure. Am I right?
Yeah, security is the biggest challenge, but
Yes.
you know the second basic challenge is that the environment is not suitable to do the e-commerce. because of the government. It is a very big government, and there is no proper system to support all these things. And there is no guarantee for doing your e-commerce business because of this issues that people are not getting the risk to do e-commerce.
Yeah, I think most of you and most of your friends agreeing security issue, which is an important thing for e-commerce. Actually, as I said, next week talk about security and payment in e-commerce. Yeah, security is very important. You know, you want to conduct your business as a customer. You want to buy a product, and maybe it won't be so much expensive, and you maybe not so much worry about the security. But as a business partner, as a you want to sell your product and services online, that's make the issue of security more and more important.
Yeah, you're right. So we are trying to create environment suitable for all these things, for globalization, for e-commerce, for the economic growth of the country, for inviting international community to do business here in Afghanistan. But it takes time, and hopefully by now the situation is not good to be sure that and at soon coming time we will have all these things.
But Mr. Bark, is there any hope? I mean, does your government take any action or do any activities in order, to establish the infrastructure, and in order to, set the other technologies on, actually some services on that infrastructure to bring this environment for your country or not? Is there any things, any project or any activities in this area or not?
You know that there was lots of words from the government that we will do this, we will do that, but in practice, you see very, very slow movement, and it is not totally from the government side, but it's the individuals. They are taking steps to do something. You know that unfortunately in our country the political system is that it is the worst governmental system here. It's not based on the ability of the people to run the government, but it's based on the political issue to gather the warlords together and put them in the government. You know that to run the government, the government should see the big picture. They should have the conceptual thinking, and they should provide policies and procedures, and also to monitor. But there is no one to think broadly on all these things, that to bring the change, the positive changes here in the country. I think after 2014 there will be a hope that we will have a better government that can bring changes.
Okay.
By now we are facing the lack of the leadership in Afghanistan. We don't have a powerful leader that.
Okay, I hope everything will change as soon as possible.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Barak. Okay, I hope everything will change as some good news will come from your country, from the government side, and maybe some individuals take action to establish the infrastructures and you know mm, the services on that infrastructure in order to help the citizens. Okay, so these are some of the reasons, and that's why e-commerce is very important these days, and it's very fast growing in this electronic business and electronic economy. Okay, but what is mobile commerce? Mobile commerce, or m-commerce, practice of conducting activities that are both financial and promotional in nature with the help of mobile phones. Now it technically also includes use of other handheld wireless devices. It is an abbreviation of mobile commerce, and the process establishes the fact that it is possible to carry out financial transactions using mobile phones. So m-commerce is kind of electronic commerce that we use our mobile phone in order to conduct our business, do the transaction. Yeah, Mr. Kang said 100% nothing is here. Okay, yeah, mobile commerce, the very good example can be mobile banking. Uh, banking industry, online banking actually are very strong in developed and developing country. For example, in Malaysia, that I'm staying now, online banking is completely strong, and you can do all your processes through their bank's website, all kind of transactions, transfer money, paying your bill, um, many, and also you can go to the e-commerce websites. Other companies directly connect to your bank account, buy the products, and they will deliver to you. So in developing countries, the banking industry actually uh, using this e-commerce technology, and also they offer mobile banking and by using some applications or websites. So mobile commerce users can book, for example, some examples, can book movie tickets on their net-enabled phone. Users can show these tickets at the entrance of theaters. In the same manner, coupons, discount offers, and loyalty cards can be sent to mobile phones, and phones can get these offers showing their phones at the venues. A very good example of m-commerce is mobile banking, where a customer can use his phone to access his account and make remittances to different companies. Using net on their mobiles, people can shop online just as they would using their desktop and laptops. There is some differences between m-commerce and e-commerce here. Technically speaking, m-commerce is a part of e-commerce which allows a person to conduct transactions using his mobile phone. Despite obvious similarities, there are some differences between m-commerce and commerce. Difference between m-commerce and e-commerce. e-commerce is available to only those places where we have net connectivity, but with m-commerce we are free from all such of boundaries. So m-commerce, e-commerce, you need to go, you need to access to the internet, go to their websites and do the e-commerce activities. But by m-commerce, everything, since we said everything's going through your mobile phone, you don't need to be, you use the, telecommunication networks. You do not need to connect to the, actually go to the websites in order to buy some products or something. But you can use your cell phone and and buying some products or mm, some tickets, for example, paying bill or something like this. Video conferencing has become possible with m-commerce even in places where there is no internet. M-commerce is easier to get to in comparison to e-commerce, but at costlier than using e-commerce. So m-commerce is a step further than e-commerce, which is, as you can see here, there is many advantages in the technology. For using m-commerce is still expensive. So these are all about today's lecture. I want you all to do a assignment for next week. It's a very short assignment. It will be useful for you yourself to get some actually more information about e-commerce and m-commerce. A friend of you, Mr. Akmal, asked about how mobile possible without internet. You use your cell phone these days through the telecommunication networks. For example, I think in Afghanistan is GSM, also in Iran is GSM, right? For using the mobile phone, you have your own network. So based on that network, you can do your business. You can do your online business. You need to install some applications, and by that application you can connect to that companies and order your products. It's a very advanced technology. M-commerce is very new and very advanced, but very fast growing. Oh, electricity. Yes, another example of poor infrastructure in our country. Our electricity was cut. Okay. Okay. You are all about today's lecture. Thank you for your attention. I need you to do a very small, short assignment for next week. I need you to submit 1 or 2 pages, maybe 2 pages better, by next week, and compare and contrast e-commerce, m-commerce, and c-commerce. Let me write it here for you. Compare and contrast e-commerce, m-commerce, and c-commerce. Okay, guys. Well, c-commerce. Okay, you need to search and find about it, and maybe in 2 pages it's enough. 2 page by next week, before next week class, at least 1 day prior to the next week class, you can email me your actually your work. I need you to compare and contrast the e-commerce, m-commerce, and c-commerce. Okay, guys? Okay. You just need to go to Google and search about c-commerce. We talked about, e-commerce and m-commerce, and you need to find some information about c-commerce and try to compare these three and try to write something about them, and we'll talk about them next week class. Okay, if there is any question and any one of you want to talk or share something, if not, we can finish the class. Okay, Mr. Akmal, you want to talk? Okay, I pass you the mic.
Thank you, sir. Do you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for you and for your great class fellow. Actually, I was supposed to share our group problem with you before the class end. We are already divided by new groups and we form new groups. But unfortunately, my new group is all the new students, and I sent them almost 5 emails, but nobody gave any reply. And I'm just alone. I don't know how to do with the guys.
Okay, which group are you in?
Group number 5.
Group what? Sorry, group number?
Group number 5.
Group 5.
Yeah.
Okay, can you send me an email and type all of these things in, write all of these things in your email for me? I try to find the solution, maybe assign you to another groups or something.
Yeah, this is important. I will email all the names.
You email all of them, but there is no response, right? None of them.
I emailed them 5 times, but they didn't give me any reply. And also, I'm just losing my time. I would like to join another group because I have to do something for my assignment. Otherwise, I will be alone. So there is no any sense of group assignment for me.
Yeah, you're right. And okay, please just email me. I'll try to find. Also, Mr. Masuda, I have some problem with group members. Okay, several times I ask you if any problem, email me. I try to find the solution and help you. But unfortunately, none of you email and talk about these things. I try to, maybe some of you are alone and to another group or new groups, or maybe assign you to other groups. Okay. Okay, some of you, okay, even if 2 or 3 of you or members respond and start working, it's okay. Maybe the others do not want to pass this subject, this term. But if you are alone, as Mr. Akmal said, I need to, put you in another group. Okay, thank you, Mr. Akmal and Mr. Masuda, you might be alone in your group. Please email me, and I will assign you to the other groups, or maybe regroup you in a new one. Mr. Elias also have problem. Oh, remember, don't respond. Waste time of everyone. Okay, Mr. Elias. Please, any one of you have problem, at least the guys who present here now take the responsibility of the group and be in touch with me. Okay, I'm so sorry, Miss Masuda. I'm sorry. Okay, please email me. At least till now, we have Mr. Akmal, Miss Masuda, and Mr. Elias. I may put you three in another group, in a new group. Yeah, I try my best. Okay, just email me and let me know which group are you now, and let me know how many of your members respond to your emails, and I try to regroup you and will let you know. Mr. Zaro. Okay, Mrs. Okay, guys. Anything related to group and assignment, please just email me. If you have any question or problem about today's lecture, you can ask now. And if not, I would like to thank you all again for your attention and for your the guys who participated in today's lecture and share their information with me and with your classmates. Thank you all. Okay, thank you. Have a good night, and we'll see you again next week. Thank you very much. Goodbye.